Welcome to the channel. I hope all of you are doing well. If you enjoy the content that you see in this video and it has been useful, please consider a like, share and a subscribe. Help this little non-monetized, this hobbyist channel grow. But enough of that, let's get on with the video. A problem statement. This is an old console. This is a Princetronic Micro 5500 and it's a great system. It has some great games on it, but the problem statement is simply this. In order to use it, you need a connector like this. This is an RF connector and that's all well and good, but we can't use these anymore. No, we use these. We use these HDMI connectors, so we want to connect this to this so we can play something like this. How do we do this? How do we do this? Well, historically we had a way that we could do it, and it would be use a device like this. This is a DVD recorder here, and on the back it's got RF, it's got HDMI, and connecting everything to the back of here, but it's rather clunky. Look at the bloody size of it. Everything sort of worked, but the picture was a little bit fuzzy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, even cats and dogs, if you're watching this, I present a much better, a much more elegant solution for you. Welcome to the RF to HDMI adapter that will solve all of your problems, and for content creators like myself, it makes everything so much more easier. Let's go on a journey together. And here we are. This is the console in front of us. This is what we're going to be using, the Princetronic Micro 5500. This is many years old. This uses an RF adapter, as you can see here. It has power. It can run on batteries, but it has power, and it's been years since you've probably seen this. But this is one of these old style multi adapters before you had ends that you could change. So we need to give it power through one of these on the back. So let's just carefully plug that in there, get in the right one at the wrong angle. No, let's turn that around just a little bit. Boom, there you go, all the way in. So we have power. We've got power that we can see there, and we're almost ready to go. Let's just tidy this up just a little bit. So what we want to do is we want to be playing this game here. This is Stunt Cycle. Sorry, this is Skill Cycle. This is Skill Cycle. I can't even read. Look, Skill Cycle there. And we're going to be using this RF to HDMI adapter to do this from AliExpress. The link where you can get this will be in the video description below. And on the back, you've got HDMI. That's basically out. You've got power in, and you've got antenna in. So this is where our RF is going to be going in, which is going to be this cable from here. Why don't we just plug that in now? And we want to introduce HDMI to this as well. So we've got an HDMI cable over here. That's going to plug in, and we are almost ready to go. Let's get that in there. There we go. Doing things at an angle is a bit awkward. So we are going to put this just over here so you can actually see what's going on. This is our console. Everything is a bit cluttered, but I've got to show you this so you can see no editing going in. So we're going to put Skill Cycle in there to sit wonderfully straight. This is a great game. This is an absolute fantastic game, and we need to power this on. But before we do this, what I want to do is introduce you to the screen. Yes, this is a live screen so you can see everything that's happening on what to expect. There we go, a blue screen, no signal, nothing like that. So we're going to bring some power across into here, and a little red light will go on just here. There you go. And this is the remote that we're going to be using. In a moment we get the blue screen that we have there, and we can press menu. It actually pointed at it, and press menu, and the menu appears. And this screen here on the right is the one that we want. Auto scan we're going to be doing. We're not going to do manual scan. Ignore the channel exchange. Make sure sound sys is set to I, which is what we want to be doing, and then everything should technically work at that point. We are going to power on this console here, so that is now powered on. We're going to go back into the menu, and we're going to go across, and we're going to do auto scan, and sorry, down, and then right for auto scan, and then right again, and wait for it to do its magic. This is going to go through many frequencies, but the beauty of this is when it's done, it will actually remember the settings that you had here. So, you know, we could just power everything off, start again, and everything should be normal. You will see that channel number change as it does it. In fact, this is the longest part of the video while it's scanning the frequencies, but it's important to show you guys, girls, everybody that chooses to watch this, how easy this is. And because this remembers everything, you know, it's obviously set up for this particular console. If I put a different console in here through RF, I would have to likely do this again because it might be on a different frequency, but it doesn't matter. There you go, you saw it briefly appear. So that is Skill Cycle that's going to be there, which is coming out through HDMI that's being captured through the Elgato capture card that I've got. But this is a great way to present your old games, your old settings, so your old systems, not settings, on today's systems, you know, and it works so beautifully. The picture is really crisp, really clear. I've used effectively a DVD player before. We've got a skill cycle game that I've done on the channel once before where I had this particular console set up, and the picture clarity wasn't the best. It wasn't the best that it could be, purely for the nature of the tools that we were using. But this is going to be done in a moment's time. It goes to about frequency 800, and when it's hit 800 is then done. At that point everything's there. You get a couple of versions of this, so you know, you get a couple of channels that it's available on, which works absolutely fine. Yeah, we'll probably stick with just channel 1 that you've got. And while it's doing this, look at this, look at this. So I'll hold it over here for you to see. This is the mains adapter box for the Princetronic. Use mains power and save pounds. Suitable for most TV games. Well, these days in the United Kingdom, electric costs so much, you might be cheaper on batteries. So, you know, although that box is maybe 4.5 decades old at that particular point, you know, the messaging that it says is not quite right. Not quite there. So this is nearly done at the moment. The frequency is nearly complete, and it's just nuts that while it's doing the scan, as I say, it's the longest part of where we are, and here we are. This is it. This is it ready. So, you know, we now have skill cycle that we can play. We can do a reset on there. Let's do a reset for the game, and we should be able to start our game with this controller. There we go, there we go. And your object is to be going at the right speed to be able to jump these buses. And boom, there we go, there we go. Oh, I did do it, I did do it. That went well. This is a great game. Every time you do this, the buses increase, you know, by 1 bus. And I think it will go up to 32 buses. I think it goes up to 32 buses. So let's just do one more jump here. And we crashed, and we crashed. So to show that the colours are working as well, we've got a green background at the moment. We can push the red button, we can go to red, we can go to blue as well if I push that button correctly. Is blue not working? There we go, blue is working. And also, I suppose what we could do, we can go to full screen. Let's go to full screen so you can see it in all its glory. There you go, it's in full screen at the moment. My camera is a little bit off, so we will adjust that. So yeah, there you go. This is the RF to HDMI adapter that we've been using to convert effectively an RF signal to HDMI, so you can play your old consoles, you can remember your old consoles and have fun. I do hope this video has been useful to you. I really do. I truly hope this has been useful. This has solved an age-old problem that I've got, compacting everything into something really small, which is, you know, this RF to HDMI adapter that we've got here. So with everything in this simple little box, all my RF problems have gone away. You stay safe, you take care, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.
Would you like to play again?